Hello, my name is Bob Willis and welcome to SMTconnect, and we're here with Winnie TV, and we're just taking the opportunity of speaking to the father of Moleman. Mike, would you like to, first of all, before I introduce Moleman, I'd just like you to introduce yourself and your company.
Thanks for that, Bob. Yes, my name is Mike Hayward. I work for a company called ECD, Electronic Controls Design. We're based in Milwaukee in Oregon, and I look after the European, Middle East and African markets.
So now it's the opportunity of introducing Moleman. And if you haven't seen the logo, it's at the back there as well. Hopefully that you're well aware of that, and he's going to sit up. He is. Stay. And the reason I'm bringing this in is nothing to do with promotion for Mike. He doesn't need any promotion. It's because Mike's brought this along for me to take scuba diving. So he likes to make sure this little fellow goes to everywhere in the world. So the next time I go scuba diving, that will be with me. I can't guarantee to bring it back, and I cannot guarantee that the colour didn't run and the shirt went slightly smaller, but we'll wait and see. Well, thanks, Mike. Appreciate that.
I look forward to seeing that on...
The wife is going to ask why, but, well, I'll blame you.
I look forward to putting those pictures on the Moley Instagram page. That's Moley_ECD on Instagram.
Oh, he got that in. Jolly good. Okay, so away from Moleman for a second, and let's just talk about technology. What's sort of the number one problem that you still see customers doing with regard to traditional temperature measurement with thermocouples? So, what's the, to you...
The biggest issue, in my own opinion, is the way in which they're attaching the thermocouples. We did a pretty big study last year looking at 5 different methods of thermocouple attachment, traditional Kapton tape, aluminium tape, or for our American friends, aluminum tape, UV curable adhesive, high temperature solder, and a room temperature cure SMD adhesive. And the results were quite stark. Most people, Kapton tape is quick and dirty, but what we were able to find was it's probably giving you readings that are 6 or 7 degrees below what the actual readings are when you attach the thermocouples correctly using HDS.
And are you going to go on and mention the others, how they sort of stacked up? Which was the best and which was the worst? Well, obviously the worst you've already highlighted.
No, it actually wasn't the worst. Kapton tape wasn't the worst. What we found was, in fact, we stopped doing the experiments with UV adhesive because it just kept delaminating and pulling off, so most of the time we were measuring air temperatures. The effect with Kapton tape, due to the mass of the tape, was obviously masking temperature, and that was exacerbated actually with aluminium tape. Although it's mechanically more sound and sticks much better to the boards, the effect was around about 10 degrees again below the optimum reading, which we achieved by using a reference high temperature solder on every one. Interestingly, one that came out very favorably was the room temperature cure SMD adhesive. Very, very close to within 1.52 degrees of what we would expect with metal-to-metal contact. So that's the. I've always used high temperature solder, but
you and me both.
But I've actually transitioned now, so I'm using the adhesive because I'm lazy, and my eyes aren't what they used to be.
No, seriously. I mean, Kapton tape is a no-no, but it is one of the most common materials used in the industry. But it's interesting you say a recent study. You've kind of redone studies you've done in the past, and obviously you just added a few more different material options.
Certainly in my memory, I don't remember such an extensive test being done specifically for thermocouple attachment. And it was something I've always wanted to do, and last year I was given the opportunity to do it, to actually design a vehicle to do it on. And do the DOV myself, and it was very, very enlightening. And one byproduct of the whole study was that we ran 50, 60 different PCBs through, but the common factor was there was always one high temperature solder connection. And each sample, as it went through more often, we were seeing a drop in temperature. And what we were able to do, I'm going to use that word again, extrapolate. We were able to extrapolate out and find that by the 5th or 6th time that the board actually goes through the process, it's giving you a reading which is outside your required tolerance. So what that's telling us really is, if you're going to use a PCB as a test vehicle, don't use it more than 5 times, because you're not going to get true readings.
Okay, that's interesting. If people want to get a copy of the paper or the presentation, can they just contact you?
Yes, they can by all means contact me, or it is available for download on our website, which is www.ecd.com, and drop us a line, and I'd be more than happy to discuss it with people.
Okay, Mike. Well, thank you very much for coming along.
Bob, pleasure.
To chatting and bringing Moleman, and Moleman will become Moleman Diver in the not too distant future.
Did you say earlier on it was going to be Maldive in Maldives?
That's true. It was something that I didn't pick up on, but certainly you've now highlighted it. And we'll probably still start laughing about it. Okay, thank you very much. This is Bob Willis for Winnie TV at SMTconnect.
Thanks, Bob.